All right, fellas, welcome back. This is officially week 2, the start of week 2 for doing the $100 resale challenge. So we're already up to $175, I believe, and some change. And I actually am currently in the process of getting a pretty good deal on a Wii bundle that I found on Marketplace. I saw this come up about not even 10 minutes ago. I messaged the lady. She's willing to meet me here within an hour. She's asking for $75, but she's including quite a bit of games. She's including like Mario Kart. She's including Wii Sports Resort. Quite a bit, really good, like good quality games that are selling for $15 to $20 a piece or more. And hopefully we'll go here in a little bit. We'll grab the Wii bundle. We'll check it out. We'll test it out and see if we can actually make some money on it. Again, week 2, just beginning. So hopefully we get this good deal, and we'll see what else we can find along the way. But appreciate you guys, clicking on the video and following me along this little journey today. All right, so we're getting ready to go. Here, I'm gonna put my camera here. Getting ready to start driving over there. So once we get there, though, I'm gonna check the inventory, check the discs to see how they look. Hopefully they're, as long as they all work, that's all I care about. And then obviously I can get it tested out with the Wii. So me and my wife are probably gonna have a game night tonight, just to test out all the games. It's gonna be pretty fun, so I'm looking forward to it. So just stay tuned for the actual box full of stuff. It's gonna be pretty cool. All right, fellas, it's been a pretty good day. So there's several things I've learned about Marketplace, and what I've learned is Facebook Marketplace is cutthroat, and I will talk more about that here in a little bit, and also what I've learned thus far today. So last I told you guys, I had found a really good listing for a Nintendo Wii with several games, accessories, and things like that on Facebook Marketplace for $75. We did it, we got it, okay? But as I was actually driving down there, I actually noticed another listing on Facebook Marketplace that had actually just popped up, and this one was for a Nintendo 64 green jungle color with, I believe it was Super Mario Party. Like, I think it's like the OG Nintendo 64. He had it listed for $100. So our budget for this is now, it's $175. I spent $75 on the Nintendo Wii portion of the budget, right? The Nintendo Wii that I got today, and I spent the $100 on the am I out of focus? There you go. And I spent $100 on the jungle green Nintendo 64. So let me flip you guys around real quick. Let me see here. All right, this is literally all of our haul. So this entire thing here, all of this cost us $75. So it actually came with the 2 wands, right? So we got the two of these, the little joystick thing over here. Whoops. Sorry, I'm trying to angle this camera correctly. And of course, black Nintendo Wii, which I did already test. It does actually turn on. It actually had one of the game discs in there, as you guys can see here. I got to put it back in its case. But it came with all of these games right here. Mario Kart Wii, Wii Sports Resort, Super Mario Bros. Wii, which is actually for this one right here. It's out. This was the only one that wasn't in its case, and I was like, oh man, I hope it's in there. And it was. So we're going to put that back right there. Man, there we go. Boom. Okay. So we got this one. Let's see here. Vegas Party Wii, Super Mario Galaxy Wii. All these are basically complete in box with manuals and everything. Well, this one's the one that isn't. So Sonic Colors, Wheel of Fortune, another Wii Sports. This one's actually regular Wii Sports. So Wii Sports Resort sells for like $30 alone. Wii Sports itself, I think it only sells for like maybe 15, 20 bucks. But it comes in a Wii Sports Resort case. But as you can see, it's all scratched out. This is regular Wii Sports. Then we got Big Game Hunter 2010, Jeopardy, and of course, Family Game Night. All right, these are all the games. These are the Cabela hunting guns right there. You got your power adapter, you got all your cables over here, like I said, your wand and stuff, the sensor. So that's what we got for $75. Like, honestly, I thought it was a really good deal, especially just considering that some of these games are selling for $20 or $30 alone, like Super Mario Bros, the Wii Sports, All those are actually sent for really good, like some good money on eBay. So hopefully we should hopefully make a little bit of a profit. I don't know exactly how much the Wii's gonna net us. I think I've seen them go for like 70 bucks. I'm thinking of bundling everything together and seeing if we can just, because I'm trying to basically cut cost on shipping, because it can, like, each game is going to be $5 to ship by themselves. The Wii is going to be another 10, but if I can combine them all together into one big box, it's going to be about $10 or $15, which saves us a lot of money. So we'll see how that goes. But I got to clean them up, clean up the the wands and test it out. And yes, the wife and I are going to test it out by playing them tonight. And then, as I mentioned, I got this Nintendo 64 with Super Mario. Whoops, where'd it go? Right there, Super Mario 64. And it came with one controller. It came with all of the cables for it right there, as you guys can see right there. And also, it came with, I think it's the memory pack. Where's that? Boom, the expansion pack. Came with everything right here. So these are kind of cool. These are actually selling for anywhere. See, so here's the thing. I don't know if we will make like a lot of money off of this one, because it's kind of all over the place. I've seen some of these selling for like 150 just the console, but of course after fees and shipping you're going to be down to like maybe $120, which then would be a $20 profit, which again, profit's profit. I'll take whatever profit we can get with this challenge, right? But I've also seen some other ones selling for 200, 250, 300. So I don't know what it's actually going to go for. I just figured it's a good gamble for $100. I mean, it's a Nintendo 64, and it looks to be actually like OEM. Like, you can look at that. I don't know who you are. Is it Monica? I don't know who you are, Maria or Maria Ribbons, but we got your game here, bro. But yeah, like this right here. Like all of that looks to be completely OEM. It's not reproduction or anything. It's in really good condition all across the board. Again, I haven't tested this one out, but the guy was real cool. And he did tell me that he's basically selling some other Nintendo consoles, and he might be reaching out to me soon. Hopefully I'll have money to be able to buy anything else extra that I deem as a good deal. But he did mention he'd be reaching out to me hopefully by the end of this week. So hopefully we got some more deals for you guys this week. And so this is what we got today, what we picked up today. Again, I think I did really good. Let me know what you guys think. But this is just the beginning. Just the beginning for week 2 of the $100 resale challenge. And so speaking of the resale challenge, I've noticed a couple things. One, Facebook Marketplace is wild. So many good deals come up, but just like that, they get snatched up. So I've been eyeballing some Nintendo DS games, and it went up, and within like 30 seconds I messaged the guy, and he's like, yeah, dude, I can do like 200 for them all. And basically, man, people are sending him all sorts of offers. Like, Facebook Marketplace is cutthroat, y'all. I had another lady who was going to sell me I had another guy that was going to sell me like 4 DS games for like $40, and the games were worth like 70, 75. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. I can still make a little bit of profit after shipping and stuff if I bundle them all up together. And we set up a meeting time to meet. And then I messaged him to see if we were still on for it. Never heard back. Then he just changed the title to sold. So Facebook Marketplace people, some of them are cool. Other ones, they just don't care. They're just there to sell their stuff and dip. So hopefully if you guys are doing this challenge, or you guys have done Facebook Marketplace, you guys get the better people, because there are some people that don't care about communication, and that sucks. Like, it would have been cool if he told me, hey, I sold the games. That would have been fine with me, but she just kind of left me on red. So, but see if I can set you guys down. Okay, so the other thing regarding the Facebook Marketplace, or I guess this resale challenge, I have found out that video games and handheld specifically, so I've always been a big fan of handheld gaming since I was a kid. Heck, even like now, what I use is, I rarely use it like an Xbox or even like my PC. What I use my Legion Go more than anything to game, PC games on the go. But what I noticed is handheld gaming systems and handheld games in general are really good. Like margins, people sell them all the time. Some people do know what they have, right? They'll actually, put it up for sale for, I don't know, what they're actually selling for on eBay. But then you also get those people that are just trying to get rid of like their kids' stuff. Like, hey, this is my son's 3DS XL. or hey, it's my daughter's 3DS, she doesn't want it anymore, like, come get it. It comes with like 5-6 games, $100, right? So what I noticed is there's a lot of opportunity in the handheld market, in the video game handheld market specifically. I found so many good deals thus far, and I ain't gonna lie to you guys, if it wasn't for the $100 challenge, I would have already purchased several other items, because there's been so many good deals. There's been PS Vitas with PS Vita games that are extremely rare. There's been 3DSs, 3DS XLs. The only thing that's also stopping me is distance for some of these. Some of these things are up for sale that are like an hour away from me or more. So it's crazy, dude. So I've only been doing or finding these deals on Facebook Marketplace. I haven't been going on the Craigslist. I haven't been doing it like scouring eBay. I haven't been scouring Mercari. I've just been looking at Facebook Marketplace like every hour or so to see what's popped up. But again, just like they come, dude, those deals go away like that, like real quick. I mean, so when it came to this Wii, right, I managed to get the Wii. I picked it up from the lady, and like I told you, the guy that sold me the Nintendo 64, he happened to be like 15 minutes away from where this lady lived. So the trip was absolutely worth it, right? Because even with the Nintendo Switch, I'm sorry, the Nintendo Wii, sorry, I might have said Switch, the Nintendo Wii, I was debating because it was like $75, but I thought it was a really good deal considering all the games and the system and everything. And even then, it was going to be about a 35-minute drive. And I was like, crap. So I was already going to spend at least 3 gallons worth of gas for my truck, because I drive a truck. This is Texas, right? But granted, it comes in clutch because I have a lot of space to like carry this. This was wonderful for today. But this guy happened to live 15 minutes away for the Nintendo 64. And so I went, grabbed some cash from an ATM, met him up, and I got the Nintendo 64. And so now I managed to spend the week's budget on these 2 things, and I'm hoping we get to sell them on eBay. Otherwise, we're going to be even worse off in terms of how much money we can spend for this challenge. So I will keep you guys posted. Maybe I sell these within the next couple days. And again, the plan is to basically go Monday through, I don't know, like Sunday, Monday through Sunday, trying to see what we can find in terms of like deals for this weekly challenge, and hopefully in between we're selling as we're going, and then we can reuse money to buy other deals, and then I'm hoping to upload videos weekly on Wednesdays to go over everything that we did the previous week. So anyways, that's week 2 thus far. That's week 2 thus far, and it's barely Monday. So man, I can't hope we can get some sales done. But that's what I got for you all's little update for now. Appreciate it. Keep watching the video. There's probably going to be more. You're going to keep watching. You're going to see more stuff coming up. And I mean, just look at all this, man. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Well, we're gonna do well. Stay tuned. Stay tuned in this video for more. Stay tuned. Alrighty guys, so quick update. Today is Thursday. It's taken me this long to actually get any, like, at least an item sold, at least pending for now. So we managed to sell the Jungle Green Nintendo 64 console with the Mario Party game. Okay, I bought that for $100, as I mentioned before. I'm not making too much money on it. I'm getting $130 for it. I'm about to get the buyer to come over here soon to pick it up for the $130. I'll still take it though. That's $30 profit, and that's literally the perfect amount of what we need, because I actually had the seller who sold me that Nintendo 64 reach out to me very, very recently, and he's actually holding a Nintendo 3DS Black Friday edition for me. It doesn't come with a charger, but the good thing is I actually got a charger for like $3 on Temu. So once I get that, once I can sell this Jungle Green Nintendo 64, actually, so that's $130. So he's selling me the Nintendo 3DS, the new Nintendo 3DS Black Friday edition. He's selling it to me for $140. Now this is gonna give me $130. And in the bundle that I bought the Wii from, right? So it came with 2 Wii Sports cases, one of them being Wii Sports, the other one being Wii Sports Resorts. But the Wii Sports regular had 2 Wii Sports discs in there. And I managed to sell one of them for $20 on eBay recently. So after fees and shipping, I think we still had like $12 or $13 left. I'll have to double check that. But basically, we have just enough. we have just enough to buy that 3DS. Now those 3DSs are pretty expensive. They sell from anywhere between $250 to $300 online. But the kicker is his comes with a couple of games, so we should be able to make a nice little profit there, hopefully. But I'll keep you guys posted. Again, it's Thursday. It's taken me a few days to sell at least one thing. So I did learn that I need to make sure that I don't spend all the budget in one go, unless I'm confident that I'm going to be able to be fluid. And also, you know, just making sure that you're okay with as long as you get profit and you know, you're good. Try not to hold on too much. It's very difficult, that's for sure. So anyways, I'm going to meet up with this person here shortly. I'll keep you guys updated. Once I have the money in hand, I will probably meet up that other person to pick up the DS from him. And we'll keep it going, man. Let's see what we can do. Alright fellas, quick update. I did sell the Jungle Green Nintendo 64. As I mentioned, the guy met me up about 5-6 minutes away from my house, and so went through, made a $30 profit on the $100 that I originally spent. And I also met up with the guy that sold it to me right afterwards, basically in the same area, and he actually sold me. He was actually holding it for me for a couple days. I told him, hey dude, just wait till I get some cash. He actually did me the kindness of holding this item for me, and he basically let me see if I can flip the camera around here. Whoops. All right. You guys can probably see all the Nintendo Wii stuff over there. Anyways, so I got this bad boy right here. This is the limited edition Black Friday Nintendo 3DS, a new 3DS, along with 2 games. So we got Blackgate Batman and we got Zelda, Ocarina of Time, I believe. There we go, yep, Ocarina of Time 3D. So, he did not actually have a charger for this, so I actually ordered one on Temu recently, because I figured I was going to need one for testing purposes, because what I've noticed is the handheld market, as I mentioned, probably in one of my recent little updates, is very, very, I don't want to say lucrative, but there's good profit margins to be made on handheld gaming systems like 3DSs, right? So you guys can see it there, turned on just fine. Everything works on this. It powered on just fine, and the fact that it came with 2 games, I could not pass this up for the 140. So again, this is like in immaculate condition. Beautiful, beautiful 3DS, new 3DS, even came with the pen. And like I said, these are actually selling for, based on online sales on eBay, they're selling anywhere between $225 to $300. I'm gonna see if I can actually get maybe around that much. We're gonna see. But essentially, whoops. Let me see if I can, whoop, there we go. All right. But essentially, we're gonna see if we can actually sell it for that much. So all in, this was 140. So again, I'm completely out of the budget money because I sold the Nintendo 64 for $130. I sold the Wii Sports for like $20 on eBay after fees and shipping. I was up for like $10, $13, something like that. So we barely had enough. Like we barely hit the 140 mark, thank goodness. And I've been waiting to get this and be able to actually sell it. So we'll see how it does. We'll see if it actually sells, but let's see how far we can get this week. This is still Thursday. We'll see if we can sell this maybe over the weekend, maybe if we're lucky, but we'll take a look. But let's I'll give you guys another update shortly. Oh, and one more thing. So I forgot to mention, like I mentioned, so you guys may be wondering why I keep getting like handhelds. And like I mentioned, it's because the handheld market is pretty dang good. So here's the thing. Here's my reasoning behind it, right? So right now I'm mainly doing video games more than collectibles, right? And that's because after COVID, everybody who has any trading card is always looking up to see what the value is online. There's very, very little room to actually make any profit from local sales. There's not that many people that don't know what they have nowadays when it comes to trading cards. On the video game side though, I've met, and you know, and this is even prior to this challenge, like for example, during this challenge, right, I've met people who just want to get rid of stuff because they're moving, they don't want to haul it with them. For example, the person who sold the Nintendo 64, he has 3 of them. He just kind of had it in storage, like, yeah, I just want to sell it, you know. He sold me the DS because he doesn't use it. He didn't have a charger for it. He's just like, I don't need it. So a lot of people just are willing to get rid of stuff for like a good discount. So for example, even like moms, right? A lot of it's like with handhelds, usually kids get handhelds, right? Like 3DSs, PS Vitas, PSPs, things like that. But eventually they're just left there. Like nobody touches them. They're not playing them, and they're just kind of laying around the house. Some of them come with games, you know what I mean? And so what a lot of people I've noticed are doing on Marketplace is they'll actually bundle everything for a pretty good price, right? So like I'm seeing 3DSs for like 160, 170, 180, comes with a bunch of games. And that's where the competition comes into play, because you gotta, once you see it, you gotta be quick, dude. Like I'm talking about like just quick. You gotta be quick with it, because they will take that opportunity from you right away. People will jump on it real quick on Marketplace. And so essentially the reason I'm doing so good thus far with video games is just because people are trying to get rid of them. They're willing to take a loss on it, essentially, because they don't want to go through the hassle of listing it, selling it online, shipping it, right? So that's where I come in. I'm willing to put in the extra little legwork to come up with a profit, and so that's what we're doing. But again, a lot of opportunity in the handheld market. There's a lot of people buying. There's a lot of people selling. So that's it for that one. We'll see how long it takes for us to sell this handheld. Hopefully not too bad compared to like the Wii and the 64. The Wii would have already sold had I not been greedy and wanted to recoup a little bit more money when it came to shipping. Somebody had actually offered me $200 on eBay, and I declined it, and like I redid the offer for like $210 or $215 or whatever, and they declined it, and I have not had a single offer for it since. So at this point I'm thinking of just piecing it out. So that's a lesson to everybody. Make sure you don't get too greedy with it. Stick with it. As long as you're making profit, you're good. And so I would have made like an $85, $90 profit, but because I was like, I just want to add $15 for shipping, let's see if they go for it. They didn't go for it, and I just wasted time. So that's it for this little update. Keep watching, because I'm sure we're going to see the updates here shortly about how much everything sells for. Yo, guys, welcome back to another quick, well, we'll see how quick this is, a quick update. Just want to go over the numbers with you guys. So we did actually sell the black 3DS Black Friday edition. In awesome condition, not gonna lie. I was so tempted to keep this for myself. It's so hard not to, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's really, really hard. So, and we managed to sell it, but we've already paid the shipping label. I'm literally just waiting for it to package up. But because we actually managed to sell it, let's kind of go over the funds that we have available, and another item that we just purchased with these funds. So we actually got. So after all was said and done, I did split up the Wii bundle because I noticed that people were not wanting to really pay for the bundle, and I figured I could make the same or a little bit more by just split it up. So long story short, we've actually sold several Wii games, and so you guys keep your eyes out for Wii games. I didn't realize how popular they still are. We sold Mario Kart Wii for $30. We sold Wii Sports Resort for $30, Wii Sports for $20, Super Mario Galaxy for $18. So it's really, really good money to be made for Wii games. So if you guys find any Wii games and you guys want to make some quick money, you can easily just list them on eBay. Mine sold, like these games right here, they sold within a day, if that. I think I sold the Mario Kart Wii within a couple of hours of me listing it on eBay. So yeah, just heads up, Wii games apparently are still pretty cool. People still buy them all the time, and they sell really, really quickly, especially Mario Kart, Wii Sports Resorts, or Resort, I should say. So anyways, after all that was said and done, we were actually left with $66.75 to mess with. And obviously I still have the actual Nintendo Wii that still needs to sell, with a couple of games that are a little bit, cheaper, like $5, $10 games that I'm trying to bundle into one little deal. And so that's really what we did, what we had, until just, earlier today, we actually sold the 3DS Black Friday bundle for $250. So we sold it for $250. We originally bought it for $140. You may notice that there's duplicate entries on here. It was just for me to be able to follow along how much money we actually still have to use on this challenge. So if you guys see duplicates that just have the cost, for example, it's just for calculating purposes on our end, so we can follow along. So anyways, eBay fees were a little bit higher, $41.67, mainly because I did a 2% ad rate, because during this whole week I've noticed that you need to be fluid. You need to be cash fluid. Opportunity cost is killing me right now. In other words, by buying, this merchandise, right, this inventory, if I don't sell it right away, I'm missing out on other deals that can make me even more money, right? So that's just something I learned, right? Like, well, not just something I learned, but I mean, it's been a pretty common occurrence in my life regarding opportunity cost. I do it for work. But the opportunity cost was worth 2%, especially because, right, today is Friday, tomorrow's Saturday, it's the weekend. People like to, put up stuff over the weekend. There's the flea markets, garage sales, etc. And I'm kind of hoping I can go to one of those this weekend. We'll see if there's any good deals to be made. However, like I said, I did purchase another 3DS XL through Facebook Marketplace. It came with a couple games in a case here, actually. It came with Donkey Kong Country Returns. It came with, 3D Mario Land. It came with Minecraft, and it came with Zelda Triforce Heroes. So this little bundle here cost us $140. So believe it, same cost. I mean, again, these are I'm kind of keeping. I'm trying to keep the cost the same from my end in terms of like money being paid to the person. So this one is a new 3DS XL, same as the first one that we sold, right? However, this one is a little bit damaged on this side here, and that's how it. So the guy originally wanted like 165 for this, which honestly is pretty fair for the games that came with it. But I did, once I saw that it was damaged, like, hey, dude, I was like, can you cut it? Can you leave it for 140? I'll go pick it up right now. It's just because it's cracked on the side. So it's just cosmetic. Everything works just fine on this. There's just a very little crack there, or a chip. There's a chip on there, I should say. But everything works just fine with it. It turns on. It doesn't come with a pen, so that's one downside to this. Which I did order some pens on Temu, like replacement pens for like $2. So we'll see when those get here. But excuse me. Anyways, let's kind of go over, before I continue with this new 3DS XL that we're selling, let's kind of go over this one. So after all was said and done, we made a $61.59 profit on the 3DS Black Friday bundle. So we're doing really good. We're currently, total funds available prior to me purchasing this 3DS was $268.34. Now that we purchased the 3DS XL Black bundle, so like, new 3DS XL with games. We're just going to call it that. So our item cost for this was also $140 cash. We'll see how it goes, man. I'm about to list it on eBay here shortly. I don't have a pen for it. I'm probably just going to sell it like that without a pen, But I will, like I said, I did order pens because, I'm starting to realize that a lot of people want pens, or, they sell pens, on Temu for like $2-3. They come in a pack of 5 or whatever. So I'm going to keep them on there. I'm going to keep them for me to be able to put them on 3DSs that don't come with pens. But yeah, that's where we're at. So we spent $140 on this bundle, which means that now we are down to $128.34 that we can actually buy stuff with. I'm trying to stay. So I think after this sell, after I sell this 3DS, I'm hoping to stay at a minimum of always having $150, available for purchasing stuff. Because again, the opportunity cost was just killing me on this week, and that's how it's going to start off. So if you guys plan to do something like this, again, it's very easy to do. Anybody can do it. If you got $100, heck, you can even start with even less. You can probably start with $50. But if you do ever want to do a $100 challenge, right? The biggest thing you'll run into, or I guess the biggest problem early on you're going to run into is once you buy an item, you're going to have to wait for it to sell before you can buy more items with this, challenge. Because believe me, there's been so many deals that I've been like, I want this. And, I'm just trying to stick to the challenge and only use the challenge money to buy, resell. And the earliest issue you guys will have is going to be with cash liquidity and your opportunity cost. So right off the bat, right, this first week, yeah, we've made we have $268.34. We've almost tripled, and I still have the Nintendo Wii bundle that I have separate that hasn't sold yet, and I still have a $35 Mario game for the Wii that hasn't sold yet. So there's still money that I will be making from those items. So we've essentially tripled our money in a week. We've went from 100 to almost 300, right? I mean, if anything, we'll probably be at 300 after this sell. Possibly. Oops, I did something. So we'll probably, possibly be at 300 after this. I think, if my math is mathing. Maybe not. We might make it. It just depends. So, we'll see, man. Let's see what happens. So, if we can get to 300, I'm going to try to keep at least 150 just to have always on me for random deals that pop up, because you never know what does pop up, and that's going to be the biggest issue early on, opportunity cost. For those of you who don't know what opportunity cost is, basically the cost of doing, of not properly managing your money. It's the reason why, for example, in the trading card world, why stores end up liquidating stuff, clearancing stuff, stores in general clearing stuff, because they would rather take a loss on something or take the cash for something to be able to put into something else. So by me having this product just kind of parked on eBay waiting for it to sell, I'm missing out on other deals that pop up that could also net me more money. And so that's what I've run into, and I kind of expected that to happen, especially with, starting off with just 100. I do, however, expect that once we reach, higher digit numbers, once we reach $1,000, or even even $500 or $600, once we reach that, $500 to $1,000 range, it'll be a lot easier to find deals and to sell deals. Because then at that point you can start. Let's say, for example, I bought this 3DS, right? If I have $600, now I can buy 3 of these and still have a little bit of money left over. And if one of these sells and made me a little bit of profit, it just kind of starts compounding, man. So I think for this one, I'm going to try to sell it for minimum $225. Well, this one's a little bit different though, because it has more games. So I'm debating if I want to do this as a bundle or if I want to sell the games separately. I think I'm going to try bundling it for like $299, because there's some pretty good games in here. I'll do $299, maybe $250. If I can get $250 for this, then we'll basically get another 60-ish in profit after all is said and done. So, and it comes with a case. So, hopefully we'll reach that 300 and some change mark with this sell. From here till then, I'm hoping that by tomorrow morning or something, hopefully I sell something overnight on eBay. I'm hoping I sell at least one more Mario game for the Wii, or even heck the bundle, because then at that point I would have at least almost $150, which is pretty good to find a decent deal, whether it's just single disc games, or in my case, what I seem to be getting really lucky with are handhelds, 3DSs, and most people like between 140 to 160 is kind of the sweet spot. And again, you're still making 30, 40, $50 in profit minimum if you sell it on eBay for the new 3DS XL. So I got to be very specific about this. So new 3DS XL is the one with the little C stick up rope right there. Yep. These sell typically for about $225 to $250, depending on what it comes with. In this case, it needs a pen. I think I should be getting my shipment in pretty soon. So I'll just include the pen in there. So we'll go from there. But that's what I got for you guys in this update. This 11-minute update. We're up $168.34. But after we spent money on this one, now we're down to $128.34 available to use over the weekend. Hopefully we sell some more 3DSs. All right. But that's all I got for you guys. Wait for the next portion of this little snippet. There's more. There's more to be made. There's more money to be made, hopefully, over the weekend. But not a bad start. Not a bad start for Monday through Friday. Tripling the money. Really good. So, yeah. Keep watching. There should be more. All right, fellas. Welcome back to another quick update. So today is Saturday, March 23rd. And we just sold the Nintendo Wii bundle that we had. And we sold the 3DS XL Black for $250 that I mentioned in my last update to the same buyer. So that actually helped us out in saving some money in shipping and packing materials. So we look at the list here. Because I'm going to make myself smaller. So right here, this is where we ended. We ended with buying this 3DS XL for $140. We were down to $128 left in our budget to spend today. I didn't really find anything online today. Granted, I've been pretty busy doing like house stuff today, so I didn't have time to, scour around and see what sort of deals there are. Maybe later tonight I might look to see what's out there. But we sold this one, which is down here. But anyways, we were at 128. We then sold the Nintendo Wii bundle with the 4 games for $79.99. It was $11.70 for the eBay fees, another $10.89 for the shipping label, which again will be used for both of these items since it's for the same person. $0 for the shipping box cost because it's free Amazon boxes, right? I mean, well, I call them free, but we have a bunch of Amazon boxes from purchases we needed for the home, so ended up working out. $0 for packing material, same thing. Still got a bunch of bubble wrap and air pouches and stuff and paper in my garage. So time invested for this one. It's going to be about 15 minutes. I've basically already put the time I spent to go pick it up and all that, which was about an hour and a half. It's going to be about 15 minutes to get it all packed up nicely, print the shipping label, and have it there ready to go. The profit on this. So for the item cost, I put 0, right? Because if you guys remember, it was a big old Nintendo Wii bundle that included tons of games, but we decided to separate it because it wasn't selling as a bundle, and I will have to calculate to see exactly how much money we've made off the Wii bundle, but I will do that shortly after I finish with this little thing here. So for now, that's at 0. So the quote-unquote profit on that was $57.40. Again, I'll have to see if that's the actual profit, but total funds available, $185.74 when that sold. Then we sold the 3DS XL with games. So we did the $249.99. We subtracted the eBay fees, shipping labels at 0 because it's combined. So we were left with a total profit on that for $74.27. I guess I could split up the shipping label cost halfway, but it ends up being the same thing. So a profit of $74.27, bringing us up to a total of $400.01 to finish up Saturday. I mean, granted, it's only 4 o'clock right now, so we've already quadrupled our money in week 2. Week 1, week 1 started late. I started like middle of week 1, so I didn't really do much week 1 other than buy that one item that sold, and then week 2 came around, and then I started buying more items for the challenge. But we're doing really good. We've already turned $100 into $400.01. That's after everything is said and done. That's exciting, man. We're doing pretty good. This is basically like a part-time job at this point. When you account for everything, if you guys were actually just doing this as like a side hustle, there's definitely money to be made. If you guys know what to look for, which consoles to look for, etc. So yeah, keep an eye out, man, because $400, that's a $300 profit. That's nothing to sneeze at, right? There's people that make $300 in a week, and this was done part-time as I was scrolling, and in reality I spent 3.5, we'll call it 5 hours, 5-6 hours is what I actually put in to make that $300 profit. And that's after, gas cost and all that good stuff. And again, because we got these bundles here, right? Oh, you know what? Hold on. Yeah, because these this one I didn't even waste money. Because the 125, this dude was right next door to this lady here. And then this guy came over here, met me up to sell me the 3DS XL here. Dude, yeah, all of these are I really didn't do much traveling for this one, if any. I actually met them up here like 2 minutes away from me. Nintendo Wii bundle. This one's 0 because we've already wasted it up here. 3DS XL with games. This one, we might actually. No, this one was here locally too. It was very, very, very close to where I was. But, for this one, so this one right here was actually pretty cool. So the black 3DS that I sold, I met up the guy literally at, like, the gas station in front of my house. I very negligible on gas, like maybe a mile, 2 miles worth of gas. But this guy right here, I got this 3DS from him because he actually bought a store. He buys storage units in the area, I guess. And one of the items that he found in there was that 3DS XL with the 4 games. So he met me up. Right here, 140. He's local to my area, and yeah. So and I actually I gave this dude my information. I did tell him, hey, dude, if you find any video games, things like that, in your storage units, contact me first, and I'd be willing to purchase that. So hopefully that will bear fruit one day. But very happy with that purchase, because again, we made a pretty good profit on that 3DS XL, y'all. They sell really, really well, especially the new 3DS XLs. Sell for roughly $50 to $60 more than the standard 3DS XLs. So I would put like a buy price of a standard 3DS XL with like a couple of games. I'd probably give someone $100 for that. If somebody has a 3DS XL new 3DS XL, I'd give them, at most, they'd probably do about 160. I actually, you know what? I guess I am currently working on that. I do have somebody that's interested in selling me another one of these Nintendo 3DS Black Fridays consoles. However, this one is going to be 160 is what he wanted to get. 250 for it, and I was like, dude, can't. Highest I can do is 160. And he tried going, to 200 and then to 180. I was like, look, man, like this is my bottom price. I cannot do higher than this, right? And eventually he's like, you know what, that's fine, man. I'll take the 160. So I'm meeting him up on Monday afternoon to pick up another Black Friday 3DS. Looks to be in really good condition. Doesn't come with an OEM charger, but it does come with like 6 lower tier Nintendo 3DS games, which I can probably sell for another 250. So I plan on making maybe $40-50 profit after all is said and done, which again, profit's profit. That's what this whole challenge is about. But we'll see if that actually comes into fruition on Monday. But that will be for week 3 of the video game challenge. So yeah, man. So 3DS XL with games. I'm basically right now, I'm out of things to sell. So I'm going to scour online maybe here in a little bit once I get to relax a bit and see what sort of deals I can find. And of course, like 3DSs and specific, like honestly, like at this point, Nintendo products are currently just selling really, really well for me. I'm going to stick to that because if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Just if I find anything else, if I find any retro games and things like that, I might, dig into that. But, we're getting closer, man. I feel like once we have $1,000 total available in our like spending account, it'll open me up to being able to purchase higher end items that can, they might take a little bit longer to sell, but they do net you a higher profit. So for example, one that I saw today was an Xbox Halo Edition Series X. The guy wanted $500 for it. They're selling used online for like $650, maybe $700 if you're lucky. But after shipping and fees, it like I had to be at $400 in order for me to make at least somewhat of a decent profit on it. But the guy's like, nah, I'm firm on $500. But if I were to do the $500 cash for it, then you'd be looking at, $500 is what we'd put like $499, and you take $13.25 because that's what we pay for eBay fees is 13.25%. So eBay would take $66, so 500. So if I were to sell this for $650, sorry, I messed up. So $650 times 0.1325. So $86.12, 13 cents. So $650 minus $86.13 is what eBay would take. Then I also have to go in there and take another probably $25 to $30 in shipping. So we'd only net $33.87. And yeah, that's profit. But I mean, I think I'm trying to stay $40 to $50 minimum for the most part. Especially on big ticket items like that, because if I'm having to front $500, that takes away a lot of budget. Those $500 on would basically get me three Nintendo 3DS XLs for $140 a pop, and that would basically net me more profit than this. So depending on what the item is, so like once we get to $1,000, then we can start buying more and more items, and basically again, it's like a snowball, guys. Getting started is the hard part. Getting started with the $100 is the hard part. But once you start rolling and you start flipping those items, it just keeps coming in. You can keep doing it over and over again, and we'll see. I mean, heck, again, this is week 2, and we're already at $400.01 profit. So thank you guys for watching this. If anything else pops up before the end of the week, I will absolutely upload it. Like basically the challenge begins Monday, ends on Sunday, and then we go on to the week 3 of the challenge. So if I do end up getting a product today and I sell a product tomorrow, because I still have a couple of Nintendo Wii games that are available then I will, make on Sunday, I will basically do like the final update for the week. I'll finish editing this really long video at this point, and then I will publish it probably around Tuesday or Wednesday of this upcoming week, just to kind of keep it on a weekly schedule, because this is just kind of like a side project. I'm still trying to do, the Nom Nom Verse daily news that pops up in the Discord and stuff like that. So, bear with me on this, and especially because, like, Monday through Friday, I have a 9-to-5 job. So this is basically just a side hustle / side gig or whatever, to see what we can make happen with $100, because I feel like $100 is pretty accessible to a lot of people that are trying to, maybe start something of their own. Maybe they were interested in making money and, the ins and outs of it. And so trying to do my best to break this down for you guys and just kind of give you, what you can expect time-wise, what you can expect to spend gas-wise, depending on where your deals are, versus the profit you make for each item. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Again, this is probably going to be one of my longer series that I make every single week. And the goal is to see how much we can make by the end of the year. If we can stay a steady, 200 a week or something like that, then, I mean, how much is 200 a week? That's like, what, $10,000 by the end of the year? Yeah, dude. So let's see what we can do, man. We might get lucky. We might be able to make more than that. But I mean, again, this is all very much part-time. This is just an extra stream of income. And the goal is for me to not take this out. I'm going to try to keep it in the account. And then basically next year, 2025, start the challenge again from scratch at $100, keep moving up. But yeah, man, thank you guys again. And hopefully, this might be the last update. And if so, appreciate you guys. Otherwise, if it's still rolling, there's another update. All right, guys, my camera died as I was making this dang video, so I had to grab another one. So right as I thought that this was the end of Saturday, right? I made a quick video update. I went over the profit and stuff and the amount of money that we currently have in our account to basically spend, or in our budget, or what we've made thus far. And a few minutes after that, I say, you know what, let's see if there's anything on Marketplace. I see, and I think I took a screenshot of it, and if I did, I'm going to try to put it up here, but I saw this Nintendo 3DS, new Nintendo 3DS XL, red color, with several games, and for $125, and that's what they were asking for. The problem was they were located roughly 45 minutes to 50 minutes away from where I live, and there was fierce competition. So essentially what ended up happening was I say, hey, is this like, I can go pick it up right now? And the girl said, hey, it's already pending. Somebody wants to pick it up like some other day for the $125. And I told her, hey, look, I will give you $150 for this bundle, and I will go pick it up right now if you let me. So I was already like, I was already trying to get this dang bundle, because it's a really, really good value for the games that come in there. And obviously the system is the new 3DS XL, came with an OEM Nintendo 3DS charger, which I have on that side of the table. But essentially, the lady said, okay, cool, yeah, I'll do it for the $150. So I drove up, met her at a Walmart, and yeah, so now we're here. So let me show you guys real quick what I'm looking at. All right, and I basically had to switch my mic around, turn it around, that way you guys can hear me well, because I've noticed that in these videos, when I flip the camera around, because I have the microphone pointing this way, it doesn't get my voice in high quality, so hopefully this sounds a little bit better. But we received this 3DS XL. Let's go ahead and turns on without any issues. No issues at all that I could find with the actual system. I've already messed around with it, played, popped a game in there, verified it worked. All functions of it completely work, all the buttons good, and I didn't see any sort of like body damage. Everything seems to be just like minor scuffs and scratches. So 3DS XL, and it came with this little carrying case. Now here's the cool thing, and I'm about to sit down and show you guys. So in the pictures that they posted online, they only showed 4 games or something like that, right? They actually included 8. So there was more underneath. Those 8 games Driver Renegade. Super Mario Bros. 2. Can you guys see that? Hopefully it's, there you go. Whoa, which one's this one? Mario Kart 7. Ace, Combat Evolved. And then here, we'll leave the big, I guess the bigger thing. We got Call of Duty Black Ops for the DS down here. And then Ridge Racer 3D. But the two, or I guess technically there's really one that's worth quite a bit of money. Or not really quite a bit, but more than the normal. This is obviously Smash Bros. 3DS. I think we can get like 15, 20 bucks for this loose. But the one that's worth the most money is actually this one. This is Gravity Falls 3DS. These sell loose for $30 on eBay, okay? And it came with a couple of pens, like little extra pens that they purchased for it or whatever. So let me flip around real quick. Hold on, wait. Okay. So what I will probably do for this bundle is I'm going to take out the games that are worth a little bit more and include only the ones that are like $5, $10, because the goal is I'm starting to find that the sweet spot for most buyers for the new 3DS XL seems to be about $250 if it comes with a couple of games. Now I'm okay with that because I would actually probably not make too much money if I were to sell the individual $10 games on eBay, because take out the fees, take out $4 for shipping, you know, there's not much to be made there. However, if I set aside, let's say 4 or 5 games like Call of Duty and all the other ones that aren't worth too much, I can actually get $250 for the little bundle, which seems to be a better value for the customer. And for me, I can get rid of the games that are not likely to sell right away, while adding that extra little bit of value for somebody to choose my eBay listing over somebody else's. So games that I will likely keep will probably be Smash Bros, Gravity Falls, Super Mario, and the rest. Oh, and Mario Kart, and the rest will probably just go with the bundle. But what a day. So we spent $150 on this bundle. That should bring us down to $250 and 1 penny available in our budget. Likely for the beginning of week 3. We'll see, unless this sells overnight. I've been very, very, very lucky that you know, I buy these systems, and these 3DSs, they sell really, really well within 24 to 48 hours at most. So I think the longest one that it took me to sell was the special edition for $250, and that still only took about a day. The black one, I listed it last night, and not even 12 hours passed and it was sold. So that's where I'm at. That's what I plan on doing, and we'll see if it actually sells. I mean, I have a good feeling that it will sell, and we'll see how much profit we actually make. I expect roughly about the same, about $50, $60 profit after all is said and done, just for the bundle, not including the individual games. So we might see an additional $30 profit there. So we'll see. So anyways, look forward to the next little update. Yo, welcome back, fellas. We're still Saturday. It's Saturday night. It's about to be 10 p.m. in like 3 minutes, and we just sold the red 3DS XL. So let's get me down here on the bottom of the screen and kind of go over where we're at. So basically, at this point, I've just about sold through most of my items. I still need to list some of those 3DS games that came with the system. I ended up selling 4 games. The 4 games being Call of Duty Black Ops, Ridge Racer 3D, Mario Kart, and the 4th one I can't remember. The 4th one was like some other racing game. But essentially, I was wrong. There was actually one other game in that bundle that's actually worth about $40 loose, and it's the Ace Combat or whatever plus version of the 3DS. That little one is just $40. Gravity Falls is about $30, so we still have a little over $70, $80 worth of games to sell through. So that's going to be a really, really nice little profit there. So let's kind of see what we got here. So we finished with, let's see here. So we sold it for, let me highlight it right here. So we sold it for $250, okay, or I guess technically $249.99. Yep, $249.99. Item cost, this cost us $150. We got total of transaction fees of $36.84. And then the shipping label was $6.72. Shipping box is going to be 0.93 because we did use the boxes that we have here. Packing materials, 0 still, although I'm almost, I mean, I'm kind of close to running out of bubble wrap from the looks of it, so that's going to change. Gas used for this one, the red one, we did use a bit of gas. We used roughly 4 gallons worth of gas at $3.95. So let's find out how much that leaves us with. So at $3.95 per, you know what, let's do 5 gallons to be safe. So it was 5 gallons of gas. You're looking at $19.75 for gas spent. And then the time invested was roughly, let's call it 2 hours just to be safe, because I did have to drive out there a little further, but I feel like it's going to be worth it at the end. So when all is said and done, our profit on this is going to be $250 minus the item cost, minus the eBay fees, minus the shipping label, minus the shipping box cost, minus the amount of gas that we used. We got a $36 profit just from the 3DS and the 4, you know, lower tier games that we included in the bundle. And again, that's after the gas and after all that good stuff. So, and I think I overestimated the gas just to be safe, but it's only by a few dollars. So we'll call it 30. We'll just say $36 what we made. Now, our total funds that we have available. So we're going to do 400 plus. What was actually, so it's going to be 400 plus 250 minus 3684 minus 672 minus 93 and minus that, I believe. Yeah, beautiful. So we have, no, that doesn't make sense, does it? Hold on. All right, I fixed it, guys. I was doing the little cell wrong. So we're left with, maybe I should start zooming in on this. I don't think I can. It doesn't let me. But we are currently at $437 and like a few cents left over, 0.34 cents or something like that. Yep. So we'll just call it $430. So we're at $437 that we still have in our account. So we're already up up $337 from last week. And again, last week was kind of a weird one because really there was only one purchase and one sell, which was the initial Nintendo 3DS XL bundle. After that, this week 2, we've sold, as you guys can tell, we sold quite a bit of items on here to get the $437 total right now. So like I mentioned, I still have 4 3DS games, probably worth on eBay about $90 to $100 altogether. Granted, if I get different buyers and shipping and stuff, we're probably going to be left with like $50, $60 after the fact. But still, if you add that up together, along with what we spent on with the profit for the console, we end up making close to $100 in profit if everything does sell the way that I think it's going to sell. So I'll keep you guys posted for that. I don't know if there will be anything sold tomorrow because it's Sunday. Granted, Sundays are usually statistically the busiest on eBay because that's when most people tend to. Technically, Sunday evening is statistically the most busy for eBay. That's when usually most people are scrolling and stuff. So we'll see. We'll see if I can sell a couple of those 3DS games. And yeah, man. So another little update for what I've done. So I actually just purchased some stuff on Amazon just to kind of have materials ready. One of the things I purchased was like 3DS, like plastic containers for the 3DS cartridges. I figured, hey, I might as well, purchase some of those because I am finding a lot of loose games, and if I want to sell them, I think those little plastic covers are like 50 cents. I'd rather have, especially for $40, $50 games, I'll gladly include even 20, 50, whatever. I'll gladly include a 50-cent little plastic cover just to make sure that, it looks professional when the person receives it. It's a little bit of protection. So I did purchase some of that stuff just to kind of have, and of course, going forward, I will be subtracting that. I'm going to consider that as part of packing materials, along with disc protectors. So that's another thing I ordered because I did just to be ready for when that does happen. But for example, with the Wii, there was a couple of loose discs that required, disc sleeves. And so I got some nice rugged disc sleeves that should be arriving hopefully this upcoming week. So just so I have them ready in case I do find some, PS2, PS3, Xbox, any sort of disc-based game. That way I can put it in there. But that's kind of what I've gotten material-wise, just to be ready for everything. I do have one more, and I think I mentioned I have one more 3DS that I should be purchasing on Monday afternoon if that transaction does go through. But as of right now, this is, I went away. Yeah, so as of right now, we have $437 that are available to us to basically make more money until we sell other 3DS games and more Wii games. So as of right now, I would say I have a little over, honestly, I have about $140 worth of games that are just kind of sitting there. Four of those are 3DS games that I'm actually going to list right now, and the other one I have like a $30 Wii game, which I expect to sell pretty soon. They seem to sell pretty consistently. And then like there's like a $10 Wii game, which I may or may not sell right away. But I mean, at this point, everything that I'm getting from the Wii is almost like just extra profit on top, because I've already sold the system. I've already sold multiple games. I've already made the $75 and then some. In fact, we could probably calculate that real quick, see how much we're actually up by. All right, guys. So after all the fees for all the games, after the Wii itself sold and all that good stuff, so this is gross after everything, not including the $75 that I spent. So we're at $136.39 generated just from the Wii and the Wii games, which means we have thus far made $61.39. That Wii bundle was really, really good for us, and I still have, I think I said, a $30 game, which after fees and shipping will probably net us about $20, give or take. So that's really good. Actually, and then I have the Cabela gun game. If we do sell that one, that's $35 after fees and shipping. I'd be at about $27. So we have, if I do get to sell that, we're basically over $100 profit on the Wii purchase. So we're doing really, really good with the Wii. We've already made all the money back and then some. We already made profit on it. I'm good. At this point, the stuff for the Wii that I still have, when it does sell, that's just straight profit on top of all that. I'm not having to worry about recouping that. So again, really, really happy with that purchase. Really happy with that deal. And let's see what sells next, because obviously we're kind of on a roll this weekend. This weekend alone, I think over the last 2 days, we've sold, basically everything from here down is what we've sold over the last couple days. So we've done really, really well for us. But yeah, man, we're at 430, 436, 437, 34, 34, so 437, 34. That's our budget still. We're up $337.34. We'll see what Sunday brings. Sunday will obviously be the last of the updates for this video. If you guys have made it this far, you are a champion, dude, because I'm sure this video is at this point going to be close to an hour long. So, if anything, I hope you guys can give me some feedback. Maybe I should just do one giant update at the end of the week on Sunday versus, updating you guys every single time that I sell something. So I might do that. I figured it might be interesting just to kind of see how the journey went along, the products we picked up, my thoughts and stuff. But again, the videos can get very long, so I'll try to condense it somewhat going forward. But let me know what you guys think. If you guys get this far, you guys are cool. Let me know what you guys think about this format so far and whether, you think there's a better way to go about it. But anyways, thanks again. Hopefully we get one more update here in the next 24 hours from me on, well, granted for you guys it's seconds. You guys will see this right away. So I will be back shortly with you guys to go over the final numbers for Sunday evening. So thank you. All right, fellas, this is the final update for this video, because today is actually Monday morning when I'm recording this, and these are the final official numbers. So Sunday I did do a couple of sales on eBay. I actually did sell the Super Mario Bros. 2 cartridge for the $14.99 and the Super Mario Bros. Wii for the $29.99. Now, I did put on here the item cost was 0 for both, because essentially at this point these games are all just straight profit, because we've already made up the cost for the original Nintendo Wii purchase, and we've already made up the cost on the 3DS XL purchase that had this game bundled in there. So for right now, the item cost is 0. So essentially, we made $7.65 after fees and shipping materials. I did purchase, so going forward, any loose 3DS games and DS games in general will include a 50-cent protector, just to make sure there's no damage via shipping. It's like a little plastic container. I'm sure you guys have seen them. They're like 50 cents. You can buy a bunch of them on Amazon. and I just figured it'll make sure that, you know, it arrives safely, the pins don't get scratched or damaged via transit. So it's worth the little extra 50 cents. So that brought us down to $7.65 in profit with $444.99 available for us to use. Then after doing the new Super Mario Bros. We sold that one for $29.99 after fees, shipping box cost, all that good stuff. Okay, so after the Super Mario Bros. 2 cartridge sold, we did sell the Super Mario Bros. Wii. Okay, that's that red box for $29.99. Again, because these two we've already made profit on all the other stuff. Our initial item cost is out the door. We're good. We've basically made $20.60 in profit after shipping fees, after packing material, all that stuff. So the final number that we ended up with week 1, and as you guys can tell, I basically highlighted week 1 in this like light looking color. So this will be week 1. The final number for total funds available is $465.59, which means we've made $365. Well, $365.59 over the span of, I guess this is technically week 2. I apologize. So this would be week 1 just up here. So we're going to highlight that a different color. But week 2, sorry, week 2, we finished with $465.59. This was Monday through Sunday of this past week in March. So we did great. I think we did great. So $465.59 final number. This is the amount of money we have to purchase items during week 3 of this challenge. And seeing how far we can get with it. I already have a couple of ideas in mind. I think I mentioned it in one of my earlier little updates that I do have another Black Friday DS that I should hopefully be picking up later today for I think $160. I am paying a little bit more, like an extra $20, but it is the Black Friday edition. They do sell for a little bit more just because it's a special edition, and I think it comes with like a game or two or something. So I'm just hoping we'll make at least $30-40 in profit, and I think I'll call that good. So I do have that coming, and then I have another Nintendo Wii bundle that I am meeting up with this person very soon. So yeah, so today I should be picking up 2 items totaling $260. The Nintendo Wii bundle this time is actually, in my opinion, pretty, I mean, I would call them almost equal in terms of the items that you're getting, because it's a complete Nintendo Wii white bundle with a bunch of games. You got, I don't have Mario Kart in this one, but I have like Super Mario Bros., the Wii Sports Resort, Wii Sports itself, and they both look to be complete in box. Discs look absolutely like almost flawless, so I should be able to sell those relatively overnight once I list everything. So, and then of course I got another Cabela's with another gun attachment. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff in this bundle for the $100. So I'm hoping if everything goes well, we'll have that. So look forward to next week, because this is it. You guys should be watching this video hopefully around Wednesday of this week. I'm trying to keep it sometime midweek, that way I have some time to like try to edit and add pictures of the listings and things like that. Because I figured it's kind of proof that we're, you know, going out there and trying to get these products and flipping them and whatnot. So thank you for following along this extremely long journey this week. I know this is over an hour episode YouTube video. This is over an hour. I do apologize for those that don't like the long form content. But for those of you who made it this far, again, please leave feedback. Let me know what I need to change, how you think I should be doing these update videos, whether I should be doing it throughout the week, whether I should just basically make quick updates of like, hey, we picked this up. The only thing that I will say is the reason I've been doing so many small updates is that I want to make sure that you guys are aware that I'm following the rules of the challenge. You know, what I don't want to do is basically at the end of the, you know, just have a video that just goes over all the items that we purchased and not showing like the struggles of like not being able to purchase stuff for a couple of days because we used up all our money. So just let me know what you guys think. For now, I'll keep the long forms, but depending on what you guys say, if you guys prefer smaller updates, I will do that as well. So thank you again for making this week 2 a success. On to week 3, guys. See y'all soon.